Hello and welcome to your Lionsgate reading, the Lionsgate portal. How exciting for all of us. I know this spiritual community, this is a huge time for celebration. And why? Why is this a huge time for celebration? Because it means significant manifestation. So you know me, I like to go into a little bit deeper about what is behind each of these energies. And according to Lori Lothian on her channel, Lunatic Astrology, I love this channel. I will always tell you guys, this is who I watch. Among many astrologers, but I really love Lori Lothian. Um, anyway, so on her, I think it was her newsletter actually, she was talking about how the reason that this is such a significant time is because of the rising fixed star Sirius. In ancient Egypt, the rising of this star, so it begins July 28th till August 12th is the Lionsgate portal, and the peak of it is August 8th. Okay. And this is an 8 year. So we have 888. All right. This is significant. All right. We'll go into a little more about that in a moment. But in ancient Egypt, as the fixed star Sirius would rise, the, um, the flooding in the Nile would rise over the water of the Nile would rise over the riverbanks, giving them extremely fertile soil, which would make for an abundant harvest. So although that's not what necessarily represents physically in our world now, in each of our lives where we're living, but what it does is it gives us an opportunity to open ourselves up to be able to have an influx of manifestation come into our life. Now, why? If it's not the fixed star, certainly. But if we're not seeing the physicality of it in the same way that they did then, what does that mean for each of us? And because this is happening in Leo season, and Leo is such a heart-centered, warm, right? Sunshine warm. The sun is a manifestation. It represents manifestation. And your heart being open and childlike curiosity and fun are what brings manifestations in. Now, we just had, in fact, the day that I'm recording this, which is August 4th, we are having the new moon in Leo. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but new moons represent where we have had an emotional blind spot. So when you're doing your new moon rituals, new moon manifestation rituals, whatever that looks like for you, keeping in mind that as you're feeling into each new moon every month, the energies of it, you're going to be maybe inspired on what you need to look deeper at or where you have been blinded in your own life to now allow a manifestation to come through. And each new moon cycle lasts 6 months and then culminates by the end, the corresponding full moon. Okay. So in 6 months in Aquarius season, we're going to see this cycle of what you initiated in this Lionsgate new moon supported portal. We're going to see it culminate within the next 6 months, but you're going to be doing all kinds of activities to be able to bring these manifestations forward. Keeping in mind that it is heart centered. Okay. So let's think about this for just one moment when we're considering manifestation. Okay. What creates life itself is consciousness. We know that as our collective consciousness rises, we're beginning to understand the true nature of reality. And it is consciousness that manifests, and it manifests through us, where you're vibrating, where you're emotionally your emotional average is what you are going to be emanating in your life. Your life is showing you back what it is that you are, what vibrational state you are at. So if your heart is closed off, how much consciousness can actually move through and emanate through you? And it is through love that you begin to see because love is what? Positive. You begin to see the transformations happen in your life. So you have to do these heart-centered open meditations and have your heart open in order to really be able to be inspired to the action to take in order to be able to watch your life change and have that heart-centered intention setting when you are when you're doing your new moon rituals and your Lionsgate rituals. Okay, remember, it is all about the consciousness being able to move through you. So you want to have your heart open. You want to make sure this is playful and it is in tune with your desires, your true desires. This cannot, what your inspirations cannot be is something that was an external idea, what somebody else wants you to create in your life. And it cannot be because what you are expected or what you feel like is appropriate according to somebody else's idea of what your life should look like. This literally has to be something that sparks happiness, sparks joy inside of you and brings you to an authentic state of happiness. Okay. So that is the key to being able to take a hold of these fertile, it's literally like spiritual revelation that the fixed star Sirius represents freedom, spiritual freedom, alchemy, changing thoughts into things. Okay. And it represents fame. Okay. So how you're going to show up in the world. That doesn't mean you have to go famous and go viral. You can if that's what you want to do, and whatever that looks like for you. But really, we're talking about how you show up, how you shine in your physical life. So it's very supportive energy for bringing forward what you truly desire. It has to be an authentic, personally driven desire. Okay. And with that heart open. So, just like the format that I had done last time, I am doing this video at the beginning of each one of your readings. Okay. And so we'll be diving into those readings here in just a moment. I want to say, just give a shout out to every one of you who support my channel. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. I can see the growth in this channel and I'm really enjoying it. I also would love to give a shout out to my family members who support my channel, who tell me about how they are excited about each video coming out and they're using it for their own personal growth, which is what tarot, in my opinion, is for us to be able to dive into spiritual wisdom, to be able to reflect upon the messages that Spirit brings to us and to be able to enhance and expand our lives. Also, thank you so much for those of you who have chosen to do a personal reading with me. You know who you are. I see you. I love you. Thank you so much. So again, so much love to every one of you. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. I do very much appreciate it and would love for more people to be able to connect with these messages that are coming through, which expands, of course, because those who are watching influence the messages. So it expands our messages, right? The more people it goes through, and we can get even more information. And I just love this about Spirit. So again, love you all so much. Now let's go ahead and begin each one of your readings. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your Lionsgate reading. Welcome, welcome. This is exciting for all of us to find out what that point of focus is as we come out of the new moon in Leo, heading towards the Lionsgate peak at 8 on the 8th, and finding out what Spirit would like to say to each of us as we look forward to more and more clarity coming out of that new moon, and what is that point of focus for us. Okay, so I'm starting with the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms, and each of the decks that I use, is in the description if you would like to get a deck for yourself. Okay, so starting out here with the Queen of Cups, knowing and understanding what your heart wants. And this is the Eight of Cups. It does seem like it came out reversed, but as I'm feeling into it, I'm not getting an easy feeling about that. And I'm feeling like maybe I'm feeling uneasy because you're feeling uneasy about it. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why, because it's saying no, but keep it as reversed. Okay. All right. So we've got Queen of Cups. We've got Eight of Cups, where you literally start taking that action towards what your heart desires, what that inspired action is, what you are passionate about. Okay. That's that feeling into your own sense of passion. Okay. And the Devil. No wonder. Makes sense now. Okay. Perfect. All right. So this is where your heart knows what it wants. Okay. And understands and nurtures what you desire. Okay. This is where you take the action to follow that heart's desire. And this is the belief that you're bumping up against that's not serving it. So the Devil card. This is perfect. This is perfect. So being able to come out of a sense of fog, a sense of unknowingness, or a sense of like where I had drawn my beliefs from to be able to inform my actions. And it's all like this underneath this like story that's kind of writing. And one of the great things, and I'd said this in my last week's video, one of the great things about this time right now is because we are literally being able to rewrite our own future. Okay. at this point because of the shifting that's taking place. It's time to let go of that karmic wound, the Chiron wound. It's time to be the author of our future. So if we're creating from a place that has a belief that's not serving us in our subconscious, and that's what's writing our reality, it's reevaluating that belief. This is beautiful to be able to have this focus right now to deal with anything that's subconscious, even behaviors that we're engaging in, like repetitive negative thinking, but also could be like addictions that come from that negative thinking or that negative outlook, an outlook that's not serving us. Okay, here we have. This is interesting. Okay, so to clarify the Queen of Cups, we literally have the devil again, looking at those beliefs that are written in our heart currently. Okay, and our own personal victory. All right. What those two have to do with each other, we're going to find out. Okay. But let's keep going with clarifiers for the Eight of Cups. Please tell us more about the Eight of Cups. Like I said, overthinking is keeping you from taking action. Yep. And one more clarifier for that Eight of Cups. I did have one flip over here, and I am being told that is your. Wow, there's three of them. There's three of them, which go right hand in hand with each other. Okay, this is fellow Earth energy here. So overthinking about understanding where you're placing your energy and what that's bringing forward into your life. And then this this judgment is calling up places inside of you that have been laying dormant, that are now awakening in order to fulfill your desired destiny, what your soul desires, your soul call. Okay. And that soul call has everything to do with your abundant life. Okay. So this overthinking about finances, overthinking about the details, overthinking about how you're going to make it all happen is what's keeping you from taking action. All right. But this action is being driven by your soul. So you're not really actually going to be able to stop it, but you can get really uncomfortable in the process. So you're limiting your own expansion. You're limiting your own growth by overthinking the resources that are available to you in your physical world. Okay. Now let's get some clarity around that devil and see if that says anything different. And if not different, let's please allow it to expand upon what the devil is saying to us. What the devil is going on here? Stubborn. You are being very, very stubborn. These cards are not wanting to yield. Stubborn. If that is a part of your story, being stuck on one thing and not willing to move, in the way that you're seeing your resources. The storyline is not budging at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle again here and see if we can break up some of that energy a little bit for you there, Virgo. Just break up your digging in. And if anybody's going to dig in, it's going to be an earth sign, like digging those heels in. Quieting your mind. So yeah, let's I've got one more card here before I say, because I'm seeing something here for you guys. And what it feels like to me so far is that it's this inaction. So if you're in your mind and you are like, quieting and meditating and getting yourself balanced and aligning with what your soul wants inside of your body, but not going out there and grabbing a hold of it. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So for some reason, you guys are not quite engaging in the way that you're being asked to allow that new vein of finances come in. And it all is based off of this flawed idea, this belief that's not serving you around having the resources. And yet there is an avenue of financial well-being available to you that you can't see because you haven't taken that action. It's like you need to take that action in order to like start moving forward as best as you can in the knowledge of your success. It's like, I know I'm successful. I know what I'm being called to, and I can't let my constant addiction to knowing every financial resource part of this equation logistically. That is a lot. Does that make sense? So where you're trying to figure out every single piece of how the money's going to come in, how the resource is going to be available to you in order to pursue your own personal heart's desired victory, it's hanging you up, and it's creating this inability to take that action towards your. So it's not. So the problem here isn't that there aren't resources available. You're perceiving that resources aren't available. And so the disbelief, the devil in this equation is that you continuing to see that you don't have the resources blinds you to the fact that source is trying to inspire you through action, to be able to see where those resources actually are available for you. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm feeling like going ahead and grabbing the traditional Rider-Waite here to get some more clarity. Let's go deeper here, Virgo. Let's go deeper. Ooh, I love that. Emperor. Now, if there's anybody that takes action, it is the Emperor, and he takes action from a very responsible, resourceful, emotionally stable place, okay? In all the knowledge of his success and all of the wisdom he's cultivated from his experiences. Now, we have to notice here that there is a theme: action equals experience, right? So if we're starting to understand the depths of what Spirit is saying to you, it is like, it's going to like this fork in the road here, these two options. And this may be where you're feeling torn. Either I am trying to inform my future with knowledge I have gained from my past, and it doesn't feel good because I'm trying to expect the same thing that maybe failed before. Or I am refusing to get out of my head and move forward with the knowledge that I currently possess from the knowledge that my inspiration is giving me. Okay. This is that emotionally stable, emotionally inspired place. So it also speaks to being able to be confident in that ability. Okay. So what we're seeing here is like this fork in the road. Do I trust what I'm intuitively seeing as possible for myself, even though I don't see the resources there? Or do I let a lack of resources that data I'm gathering from my future try to inform my reality, and it's keeping me stuck? Again, not being able to move. Okay. But the call here is movement. Okay. Aries energy doesn't think a whole lot. It just goes for it. Okay. But when we have the Emperor, he's gained everything that he needs in order to be able to move forward in a balanced, harmonious, blessed way. Okay. In a way that is 100% successful every time. Like it's going to be successful. Even if it's a learning curve, it's going to be successful. And he has that confidence. Okay. Got that confidence. So yeah, you're being and we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah. Yep. Everything is saying that is through the action, is through take the step in confidence that you are able to receive the inspiration in real time as you're taking that action to pursue your own personal passions. Okay. Take that action with confidence. There is another action. Everything in here is saying like, go for it. The Knight he engages in order to gain knowledge through action. He understands. So this is a Sagittarius card, and mantra of the Sagittarius is philosophy of life, or understanding the meaning of life through tangible experiences. Okay. So the thing here is to not let a past failure or a belief that you currently don't have what it takes, even resourcefully, inform what's possible. Does that make sense? You cannot let a lack mentality, wherever it's coming from, you cannot let that lack mentality stand in your way. It is by trusting and having faith in the divinity of who you are that you are receiving in real time inspired action that is going to lead you to this new vein of prosperity. Okay. And will open up the gates of those resources being available for you in a way that you've never experienced before. I mean, if we really dive down into what this is saying, is like mastering self-trust, mastering that the spirit within you has already gathered together the resources in order to be able to move forward with what you're being called to. Okay. And now here is again, now this is kind of a pause card. Okay. It's an Aries card, but it is where Aries does, in fact, now I just said they don't stop and think normally. They don't stop and think. But from this, you're realizing the only stopping here, okay? The only stopping is recognizing that what you have decided for yourself culminates, okay? By the time you actually have a conscious realization, a point of clarity of what you want, Spirit has already gathered together what the field of gold for you, and having these ships come in. Okay. These ships carry everything that you need, takes you to the destination that you want to be in. And you're literally floating through a sea of gold. And the only pause here is to recognize it, is to see, oh, wait a minute. It actually is all unfolding right before my eyes in a sea of wealth. Okay. And whatever that means to you. And I have to say very strongly here, the wealth of financial success. Okay. The finances are there, I guess, is what I'm really feeling here for you, is that trusting that the finances are there in order to carry you forward with what you're pursuing. And here we go. There's the leap of faith. You're embarking on a brand new journey. And the Fool says, I've gotten everything that I needed from where I was, and now I'm going to go forward without even thinking about where that next step is, trusting the universe that it's guiding me, trusting my intuition. See all of that strong water there, that's really powerful energy of water. Your emotions are guiding you. Your emotions are telling you to go. All right. We even have this dog down here barking. It's like life force energy, like saying, go for it, go for it, go for it. And you know, that yippy dog that can even be really uncomfortable if you're not like paying attention. This dog is saying like, go for it. Everything here is saying, go for it, and look up to the sky, like lift up your spirits. Open up your mind to the just 0 point potential. That's 0 point is where I'm not adding all of this stuff from the past. I'm not adding all of this like expectation of exactly how it's going to turn out and all those details. I'm just going to have faith that I'm being called for a reason. Okay. And this dog represents that uncomfortable in inaction. Okay. Discomfort and inaction. That's what I'm feeling from that dog, especially for you. Discomfort and inaction. All right. So Virgo, this is really powerful. It is. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here's the Magician. This speaks to your power of manifestation from a balanced way. And that's what this Emperor here, this self-mastery was what he represents, being able to move forward from taking so bringing together all of the fixed energy of the resources in Earth, Taurus, the fixed energy in fire, Leo, the fixed energy in emotions, Scorpio, the fixed energy in thought and in knowledge, Aquarius. So he's a manifestation of all of the fixed energies being stable and secure and certain and confident. Okay. What's interesting here is that the magician literally has every one of those elements on the table. The table has 4 legs, means the table is balanced. You're balanced in all areas of your life. So you have exactly what it takes in order to receive intuition, right? This is information coming from that high priestess, all right, that is able to see the unlimited potential. And we know that because he's got the infinity sign above his head. So he's receiving that information from spirit, okay, down through his crown chakra, and he's blessing his physical life. And look at how much his life is growing. Look at the garden of his life, the abundance of his life above him and below, as above, so below, as above, so below, as above, so below. So this is to say, please understand and know, or you will, okay, through this portal, you will know the power that you hold within you in order to manifest your life by trusting your intuition, by following what your emotions are telling you. All right. So what is that final outcome? I mean, the judgment again, judgment, both of those, judgment. I love this for you because what does a judgment represent? This represents those places that have been locked or suppressed down inside of you. Okay. So if we're thinking about this as a whole, we're taking into account what my heart wants, we're taking the inaction, and we're taking into account the devil, which has been this suppression of authentic, soul-driven intuition and knowledge. And it comes through emotions, okay? So when you are holding on to a belief that doesn't serve you, you are suppressing what your spirit is trying to bring forward and has the ability to do so in order to fulfill your purpose-filled life, okay? Fulfilling your soul-designed destiny. So your inaction is standing in the way of being able to fulfill your destiny. And your inaction is based on not trusting that the resources are available. So what do? You have to recognize, simply stop and recognize, this is a story that I've been telling myself for a long time, and I'm no longer letting it inform my reality, because the truth of the matter is that I have passions that are growing exponentially inside of me that are wanting me to take this action. And now I have to go, and I've got to just let that story, just let it subside. I feel like that, there's so much in all of the readings, and I'm feeling this even in my own life, where there's this sense of like, I'm exhausted with holding on to the storyline that is suppressing this drive within me. It's exhausting holding it back, because what we don't recognize always as humans is how much energy it takes to suppress desires. And our desires are what manifests through us when we open up and allow consciousness to flow freely through us. And we do that from trusting the dynamics of how reality works. The dynamics of how reality works is, I have a desire, my higher self or pure consciousness knows what that desire is, gathers together all of the pieces in order for that to become my reality, including an avenue of resources for it. And when I stop telling myself that story and I let myself feel freedom of the fresh breath of life, maybe this is about breath work. Okay. And then when we take breath work seriously, we move. We're moving old energies. We're moving outdated energy inside of our bodies, and we begin physically moving and engaging in our life. So if I were to say, what do you do to move this? Breath work would be a really great one. Okay. Really great, because again, there are parts of you that you have been suppressing that are being called up forward in order for you to fulfill your destiny. And you are going to be a very much more expanded and free version of yourself. You remember from the beginning there, I said that this Sirius star represents spiritual freedom. It represents you being able to shine as the greatest version of yourself as of yet. Shining bright in your own world. Yeah, there's going to be a learning curve, okay? And you're fighting that learning curve. You're fighting your own ego here, all right? You're fighting the action. It's uncomfortable inside your body, taking this action, okay? Because it may not be perfect as of yet. But the truth of the matter is this opportunity is being presented to you, and it's just asking you to learn through trust and action. Trust and action. Trust and action. What is that final outcome for you for the other side of this Lion's Gate? Now, I just keep seeing that card come up, okay? And this is literally absolute support. This is the rainbow of that promise that you are supported in every area of your life. Every one of those cups represents your desires. And when we have that rainbow, the promise, your desires are fulfilled through support. Your higher self is supporting you. The world, that your life is supporting you. The people around you, you're surrounding yourself with who are emotionally supportive. Your emotions, that's it, period. Your emotions are supporting your desires. Your storyline is suppressing that desire. And the true, beautiful, fun, enjoying feelings, passionate feelings inside of you need to be able to have free reign here. Free reign. We have here the Page of Swords, fresh breath of life of information. Okay. This is news, fresh news, okay, about something that you're already familiar with. Okay. And it has everything to do with creating your reality, because that is Neptune in Pisces. We have Neptune, who is in retrograde. Okay. Drawing back any delusion. And we have Saturn also in retrograde, both in Pisces. What they're saying, and so Saturn is about practicality. Okay. So it's about drawing back any sense of falsehood and being able to reveal the practicality of your dreams becoming a reality. So this is informing you, again, emotional information through imagination, emotional and knowledge-based information. Both of those are fresh breaths of life. Again, we're going back to breath here for you. Back to breath. Okay. And now a page, pages information, fresh information about finances and your life, your resources. Okay. So you are going to get some new information. We got the Devil here again. Okay. Let's get him. Let's get some more information on him. Crossing off your heart, not allowing yourself to transform. Okay. This Devil is talking to you about, like, hey, there's a lot of things that you're willing to put up with that are not satisfying to you. And one of those things is the story about how your life is not able to grow right now. And this transformation is trying and wanting to take place. This Death card is all about transformation, the old way of doing things, and meeting the divine or uplifting, emotionally driven inspiration, being the new order of the day, being the new authority in your life. You're not letting that be the case, letting your emotions be your guide. And when you do allow your emotions to be your guide, you will see your life from an entirely new perspective. This Six of Swords is where you go deep. You go deep into the emotional discomfort. You understand everything the way that your higher self, or what wisdom you've gained out of it, what knowledge you've gained out of. Okay, I just feel like I need to take a step back here for a moment, all right, and explain something. While you're having an undesirable or challenging experience in your life, your higher self is extracting the pure positive desire out of it, okay? So when you're willing to go deep inside of yourself, into your own personal hell, literally, you have the Devil, you have death, transformation, and you have the Six of Swords talking about going down into your own personal Hades, right? Going down into your own personal hell where you have had emotionally difficult time, and being able to sit there and be present and recognize the truth. Okay, swords are about knowledge and truth and clarity, and being able to see that there is a truth in here that you had not been able to see before. And once you see it, it brings you to this calm, peaceful, wide open, new life for you. New life for you. I'm going to go ahead and get the Tarot of the Sacred Kingdoms here. See what else Spirit has to say for you, Virgo. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Yep. The way that you're thinking about the situation is what's hurting your heart. We have the heart blocked off here. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Holding on too tight to what you think you know about your resources. You want financial stability. Maybe you're not willing to budge to give up financial stability, because there could be a real strong stubbornness in that Four of Pentacles. Now, it can be the opposite, can be as equally true, that you are in fact financially stable, resource rich, and not willing to look at your life that way. And I think that Spirit is saying, hey, you are resource rich. Whether you can see it or not, I can see it. Trust me. Okay. Now, this is the 10 of Wands, is where you put down the burdens. You've done all of the work. And when we really dive into understanding how manifestation works, what we understand is all of the work was done when you had the uncomfortable experience, the undesired experience. That was the work, because what happened is the positive portion of you, we all have negative and positive inside of us, unwanted and wanted. The wanted version of you has it all worked out. It extracted from that negative experience a pure positive experience. Okay. So the 10 of Wands asks you to put down any sense of overwhelming work that you have to take in order to receive these financial resources, this financial stability, to be able to take that action. It's not about hard work. And that may be difficult for Virgos to understand. It is not about hard work. The work was done when you had the undesired experience, and then bring yourself to a calm, peaceful place in order to be able to take inspired action. And then it flows. Then you're in a flow state, and then you get to reap the rewards from that challenge that you had, the positive experience out of it. That's how Spirit really works. That's how reality really works. But if we're going to stay in the negative, then we're not going to be able to see the positive. So really beginning to open up to positive potentials and within yourself. Open up to the sense of positive potentials within yourself. And at the core of this, the driving force underneath the deck, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, which talks about nostalgia. It talks about, first of all, it talks about a peaceful, calm life that is protected and comfortable. Okay? This is protection and comfort in the home. This is protection and comfort in peaceful emotions, because it's an emotion card. Calm, peaceful emotions. It also talks about nostalgia. So I was going to go first, but thought I needed to bring that other stuff in. It also talks about nostalgia. So revisiting something from your past that is going to support your peace. This could be revisiting home, moving back to home or hometown. This could be revisiting a truth that you knew when you were young that brings comfort, realigning to what your heart wanted when you were a child, comforting. Okay. Something you also could be having a friend from the past, a lover from the past, somebody from the past, something from the past is coming in to support you feeling comfortable, safe, and protected in moving forward. So what did we see here? Emotionally supported, family dynamics. This is going to be the outcome for you. There's going to be some sense of relief that inspires you to be able to trust that the resources are there, that you have what you need, you're safe to take this action forward, and there's something from the past that's going to come in and open up that doorway for you. Okay? So this is going to be really, really interesting portal for you, Virgo. But I know that this is what you've been asking for, because your zodiacal opposite, or the zodiac sign that shares your axes, is Spirit. It is Pisces. And Pisces is trying to come in and balance out where you're so stuck and stubborn in the physical part of it, and bringing in the etherical or intuition part to be able to trust your emotions are taking you everywhere you need to go in a flow state that is allowing those resources to open up and just put that safety net underneath you. In this case, you cannot see the safety net before you take the step. You have to feel the safety net in order to take the step. And that's the big transition for you here. And you're blocking it. You're blocking the transformation right now. But I don't feel like you're going to be able to for too much longer, because there's something that's going to come in from your past that's going to really help open it up for you. Okay. Spirit's got your back, and you can trust Spirit. And how do I know Spirit's talking to me? Through my emotions. And am I in my head about it? Okay, I don't need to be, because my work was already done when I was uncomfortable. And now all I need to do is get comfortable, feel supported, and feel at peace. And it all opens up. And I'm going to be able to draw off of my own self-mastery and wisdom. Okay. Amazing. Blessings to you, Virgo. Highly, highly transformational energy for you. And I hope that you're able to grab a hold of it in every sense of what is possible for you. Okay. I know you can do this. Spirit's got your back. Know that I love you and Source adores you. And I really do need to say, I'm saying in every video, and I really do need to say it here. I was going to kind of skip it, but no, Spirit's saying don't skip it. It's important for each of us to be watching as we're listening to our tarot readings for not only our sun sign, but also our moon sign and our rising, if you have that information, your Venus, if you have that information, but being able to get a bigger picture of what's going on for you in the current energies as much as possible. And so you can watch those videos as they come out throughout the week, or you can join my Patreon community, which is very supportive of me being able to connect more with you guys in live events and bonus videos and things like that. But so if that's interesting to you, to be able to expand the whole picture for yourself and not have to wait, join the Patreon community. I would love to see you there. If you don't mind waiting and being able to taking that information just as it comes along throughout the week, do it that way if that works for you. Either way, I know that you're going to grab a hold of this, because I know that it's important to you to have financial security, but it's time for you to open up and how that happens. Okay. How that happens, bringing in the etherical element to the practical earth element as well. Okay. All right. Again, I love you guys. And if I don't see you before then, I will see you in the next video. Take care.